So much for asking, and things are about to get a whole lot better. It's Team Liquid versus Navi. We're kicking things off with a bang as well. Dust 2. This one is going to deliver. Let's get into the action. Navi starting on the T side here. We've got two P250s and some flashbangs at a lead. He wants a bit of blood at the very start of the round. He's pushing up towards middle, and he is going to be greeted by a few terrorists on the other side. He gets taken down, but Twist will respond. This is an absolute bloodbaff as Twist will retreat.
He manages to get away, but Simple actually catching a bullet in the meantime. Electronics farming frags. 3 quick ones from the lower tons, and Stewie, he won't be allowed to get round the corner. Electronic makes it a quad kill, and Navi make quite the opening statement.
They really, really do. There it is, Liquid trying to force the issue there towards the top of middle. A couple of players pushing towards the barrel position, but Navi were ready and waiting. We see 4 kills from Electronic. The boys just pointed out on the desk as well on Dust 2. He is an absolute beast. Watch out for those big numbers coming in from him as he goes straight in for the Krieg. And we're going to see Team Liquid answer back with the CZs and Desert Eagles here. Navi the Scout. It's a very prevalent weapon here on Dust 2, especially towards this middle position. Look out for the tags, possibly some headshots here from Naf, as we do have one player getting ready to cross over towards our position. Flashed off now for full back and back up towards B. Good nade from Short. You can see those CZs now trying to get in position, using the smoke to focus on lower B potentially.
Boomich looking to lead by example as he tucks himself in towards the Xbox. Does have a boatload of utility. Every single grenade he could desire. And Team Liquid, they know they've got to try and find an early frag. That's the flash and swing. Nothing found.
Here we go. A few tags coming in, just softening them up. That's all Naf has to do here. Most damage done towards Boomich. He's at 60. Electronic slightly tagged as well as 75. They start to make their way up towards Shore. That's where the bomb is as well. Smoke's starting to be deployed here. Now, will they commit straight away? They don't have much else behind this. Just one smoke remaining. Now 0. Both have been dropped, so you would assume they will go off this, but is it a bit of a ruse? They're going to fall back and actually go towards middle, and it might be the correct call. We'll see. The Desert Eagle ready and waiting. It's Elige with 2.
He's got a Krieg as well, Henry. That could be problematic. And Simple did get sprayed down. Elige, Deeg, through the door, and it finds his 3rd. It's all been Elige in this one. And this force bite from Liquid, it looked like it was going to fall flat, but Elige has got other plans. Looks for the quad, finished by Twists. And a straight equalizer, feeling hot and frisky. Electronic with a quad kill in the opening, and now Elige bites back with one of his own.
Yeah, it really does set the tone. This is going to be an epic matchup here, and what great play that was from Elige. Not so much from Navi. We said on the couch earlier, their T sides have been lackluster at this tournament. I feel like there's some of the synergy is off, especially if they lose opening picks. And this was not fantastic. We've kind of noticed throughout this tournament, you want to be Molotoving those close doors positions because the CTs on the other side, especially with pistols, can be a real nuisance. I would have preferred this. You drop those smokes, commit off it, and challenge a scout or a pistol towards the A site, overthinking those sort of scenarios potentially. But either way, we do not have the full investment from Navi here. They go for Desert Eagles. They didn't get the plan in the previous rounds. They're going to have to make do with just a pistol and nothing else here. Liquid managing to recover a Krieg, AK-47. A couple of CT weaponry thrown in there as well. We're going to have the M4 and the FAMAS. Stewie TK sticking on that scout. Giving up a lot of ground to the terrorists, though, allowing them to get up towards shore, which is absolutely fine. They have no utility to actually avert the eyes of Stewie 2K. They can't get his scope off the catwalk position. So if they do commit, they're in a lot of trouble.
She's going to be intermittently poking his head up, and there's the information, a missed shot from Simple.
So they'll go for a run boost there, but he's going to surely hit a couple of these now. Fires off some shots, and you can see Elige doing more and more damage as Stewie 2K. He's got a bit of a shooting gallery. You can see what I mean by this. He's missed 3 or 4 shots so far, and there's still no real pressure towards his direction. Still, great sequence for him, 3 kills in total, but without that utility, Alex, you're never really going to break through in that sort of manner.
Dust 2 being the first map, I think it's worth giving everybody tuning in at home a bit of a history lesson. Dust 2 crops up every single time these teams play, and it is always close. 16-14, we saw Navi edge it out at Blast Pro Series Copenhagen last year. We also saw Dust 2 go 16-12, in fact, overtime, 19-22. I mean, every single time you can expect these two teams to go right down to the wire. This round, however, does look like it could be a quick one. Molotov might not be respected by Navi and just charging in. Health bars flashing red already. Nitro does wait out the flash, and him and his teammate Elige are just mowing them down. No issues. One does fall just before the round is secured, but all good in the Liquid hood.
Well, there we have it. Navi opting for the straight-up B rush there. That was another eco, just Desert Eagles, and I think a couple of flashes. That was about it. B rush with nothing much more than that isn't going to yield amazing results, especially with those Desert Eagles. But either way, the money's starting to stabilize now. They do not have enough of the AWP. NAF does, and Liquid starting to look very sharp right now. We're going to do this first gun round. Number 5 as he'll actually be challenging towards T-Spawn potentially. He does jump over to see if there's any information available. Throws the flash, trying to delay them up towards short. Doesn't look like there'll be anything too quick coming in from Navi at the start of the round at least. Perfecto holding towards upper B for aggression. Boomich and Electronic start to make their campaign up towards short. It's Elige watching it for now. He still has all of his grenades. You can see a lot of this tournament, holding angles, is waiting for a bit of presence, drop the incendiary, and Boomich will have to respect it.
Yeah, I mean, throughout our last few days casting here in Katowice, we've just seen the power of utility as well. People are winning rounds without necessarily needing to fire more than one person's bullets. It's all about the timing, and Navi, they are not the world's best at keeping their eye on that clock. We talk about their T-sides. They have multiple times in one map ran out of time.
Yeah, I totally agree. That their CT sides, especially yesterday on Inferno, look fantastic. Yeah. The synergy's there. They're flashing each other in. It looks like the crossfires are really efficient as well. It's the T sides and the mid-round calls I really struggle with here. If they lose a player early on, they seem like they can crumble very quickly. But we'll see whether this first gun round will yield the results they're looking for. Remember, up against some lesser weaponry here, we still got a Scout, a FAMAS out there. But Twists, the player to look out for, is to be baited in by Stewie here, who misses the initial shot, but he has taken the aggro. Will this be enough?
Boomich was considering it, but he didn't check the deep corner, and now Stewie realizes he has to take some contact. That may not be enough, because Elige, he's created a wall for himself. He's managed to make something out of nothing. Missed shots, pressure from Gandalf. Simple up long as well. They're doing damage, but nobody's dropping. Liquid should be taking the site here. Naf's already scarpering to the site. Nitro perhaps just hoping to upgrade his weapon on the way out.
Yeah, it looks like that's all they can do there. Decent effort from Liquid, but the Scout and Deagle combo not really working out for Stewie 2K there. Twists with a bit of a freebie, as you mentioned, as Boomich checking towards that blue bin, one of the most overlooked positions in CSGO. So it's fair enough that he wanted to check that one first. It's the 50-50 gamble for him. Didn't work out, but the trades came through. That's all about spacing, making sure that you get good comms, work out exactly where he is, and the fact they took down that early kill towards long in the form of Stewie, managed to take Twist as well. Alicia's in a lot of trouble. I like the fact he dropped that smoke, though. That was a nice idea, but there was just too much pressure from all angles, even with the Krieg. He's the specialist with the weapon. It doesn't work out for him. That's quite a clean round from Navi, but bear in mind, as we mentioned, that was with the Scout and the FAMAS out there. Wasn't necessarily a full buy from Liquid, and the fact they're saving 2 weapons now, they're going to have absolutely everything they need. Elige with 8K, he can drop a secondary AWP if they want to. We know almost every team likes to run a double AWP setup on Dust 2.
Yeah, and you can justify it so easily when you just see the power and the long angles on the map. You can just look at the overview, and you can understand why AWPs are so sought after on the defense. Liquid. Something that Chad brought up on the desk and we'll continue to check in with is just seeing their body language. It's not so much in the server he's concerned about, it's outside of it. Both teams, to be fair, have had their attitude issues in the past. Now it's time to see who can keep a cool head in an intense best-of-3 for a spot in the semi-finals here at IEM Katowice. Stewie does upgrade his Scout from the round before. This time, he's got the Zoom banger.
Yeah, nice work from Stewie here, knowing that the Xbox smoke is thrown pretty much at the start of every round. Just trying to see if he can get anything going towards that drop-down position. It's simple. He doesn't see it coming. A great shot from Stewie 2K. That double AWP setup, it's out in full force at this point, and an early lead for Team Liquid.
A huge catch. And a big Scout. Simple. Forced to watch the 4 remaining Navi members work this one out. Boomich is the one to be pulling the strings.
And remember, we did say, if Navi lose these early picks, especially if the likes of Simple goes down, they start to fall apart. You can see that clock running down. They look like they're not really that assertive. We'll see whether they can actually recover the situation at this point. 3-2K looking for a second. Spots a couple of players towards short. HE grenade should do a lot of damage here, which it does. Wow, that's not bad at all, but so's a shot from Electronic. They've actually got a bit of an advantage here, making their way up towards the A side. Only one player remaining there. It's going to be Twist, right down towards the bottom of long. Only got the M4. He needs the backup from his teammates before he can do anything about this.
Yeah, we will see the bomb go down courtesy of Perfecto. Navi, this site is theirs. Liquid to contest. And having a quick take of stock, some flashbangs. Their very best bet, but for now, the floor laden with flame. Twists could be the curveball they need. First flash flies. Perfecto is towards Gandalf, but it's going to be the first fight. Clean onto Flamey, and Twist finds the second. It's all onto Perfecto. He hasn't had a single frag, and he gets hit. How is he only on 10 HP? A jumping shot, perhaps. Twists does finish it off, ties it all up, and we will see the lead extended by Liquid.
Excellent work there from Twist. We said he had to be patient, and you can see why. Needed a bit of aggro taken away from his teammates there. Makes his way up and manages to hit 2 stunning shots there towards the bomb side. The M4 delivers. This is where it all started, though. Stewie 2K pushing off towards shore, using the Xbox smoke against them. And Twist, he's just getting warmed up here, Alex. That's all we want to see from this young man. Incredibly talented as they go up 4-2. Plenty of money left on Navi, though, however. Simple bring out his AWP. And he's got a decent long spawn, so is Electronic. So Dust 2, the way it plays out these days, if you get that good spawn, you're normally taking it. They're committing all 5 players to here as well. Remember, we've seen him play Dust 2 already. There were so many rounds, they would just send 5 players up, fully commit towards the bomb site. It's very strange Counter-Strike. You don't see many teams run this over and over again, but it works for Navi. They seem to get on the bomb site and hit their shots, and that's really what it's all about.
Yeah, and you know what? We've seen other teams flounder with the same strategy. Yeah. It really does not work unless you have the Navi components.
So what I should say is what I mentioned the other day. And you can see towards the B tunnels, no one there, no one towards middle. You've got about 15 to 30 seconds at this point before the CTs will start pushing around the map, finding information and rotating. So you do need to commit off this and pull the trigger pretty quickly. If you want to fall back towards middle, you have no idea. Have they pushed towards T spawn? Have they tucked themselves in middle or lower B? And here's the response from Liquid. They've seen this all before. They're trying to get that information now. It's exactly what I was talking about.
And getting that information as a pack. Stewie and Elige will pair up for a short aggression. Going to have a little bit of a look through middle, courtesy of the flashbang. But it does mean that they're completely unmanned on A. Navi will not get the early fights they're hoping to find.
Well, they've confirmed it's an A attack now, and now he can see them falling back, dropping the incendiaries, buying some time, and repositioning.
Crawling, and that nade looks fantastic, right into the crotch of Flamey, down to 44. Twist's already finding 1, but Boomich keeps things level. Still no bomb plant, 30 seconds. Keep your eye on that clock, because there's still 4 members of Liquid ready to contest. Only 1 incendiary. Naf could throw that towards the site, bit too late now, though. Won't see that stopping the bomb, but could be powerful for the retake. Ticking away. Regrouping towards CT. Stewie will be trying to catch 1, and he does. Flamey's gone down, and now just Perfecto and Simple. He needs a multi-kill. First found. Twist aggressing. They have to double peek. He's getting his shot. He's hitting another one. Simple. No, Simple. That's unbelievable. What in his name? Number 1 in the game. He's done it again.
You better start calling him Sasha the Smasher. This is unbelievable. The AWP, we know he's got it in him. I didn't think that round would be possible, though. That is just unprecedented. Look at him go. The first shot, you think, fine, okay, he'll get a couple there potentially. This is the moment it all turns around. The quick scope, even the no-scope there, will take down Elige, and Stewie 2K gets his mind blown, along with the rest of us, as 4 kills come in for Simple. And now we get into round number 8. The money has been absolutely destroyed. As we get into it, it's going to be another opening chance there for Simple. This time doesn't connect. That kill not as important as the previous 4.
I think he can have 10 seconds, get the adrenaline down, stop his hands. What am I saying? He's got completely cool, calm, collected. Another day in the office for Simple, but my hands are shaking. But now, Liquid having to piece this one back together. Just going to be pistols. Kevlar vest for Twist. I'm still shaking. What the hell was that? We talked about mental fortitude. Well, there's their first test. Liquid, you need to reset, forget, and get ready for round 8.
All right, then. Well, that's rattled a few cages. Liquid, that was a locked-in round, but that's the power of Simple. We'll be talking about that round for years to come, let me tell you. Now to see Perfecto to start to mow them down now. This is looking very convincing for Navi. Stewie 2K, nothing can be done towards short. Twist will pull 1 back with the Desert Eagle, but that's probably all he can do here. They know exactly where he is. An opportunity to find Electronic. It would have to be a great shot, though. He's certainly capable of landing them. At this point, Electronic is toying with him a little bit, down to 14 HP. The backup's coming in. Outside of B, looks like Twist's days are numbered here. Might be able to get 1 kill. Grenade thrown in, and down he goes. It is going to be 4-4. That wasn't the full investment, though, from Team Liquid. They still have cash going to this next round. But remember, the boys pointed out on the desk, they're an emotional team. They need to pick themselves up, get back into this. Sometimes those rounds happen. You have to be prepared for it against Simple. He has that sort of power.
Yeah, I mean, that's that star power. It's just they're feeling the opponent's version of it, you know? That's on the receiving end of the star power that Navi have in their ranks. And Navi, you know, they talked about it on the desk. They had this slump in form, of course, and Guardian unable to deliver. Now Perfecto, could he be the final ingredient to start lifting trophies for the yellow and black jersey? Boomich straight out on long. Blood drawn. Naf does get sent away, and already you do see a bit of a change up of pace. 1 already set up on short. Boomich tucked in on the pit, and another body dropped. Stewie caught through the doors.
It's a very fast approach towards A here, dropping down towards spawn. A lack of respect from Electronic. He's enjoying himself out there. They're hitting the shots. They've got the A bomb side. Just need to get the C4 over here. There is a slight gap. Nitro does pull one from T-spawn. That was Boomich who was holding the long doors, but bomb should be planted momentarily. Still a 3-on-2, not impossible, but it looks like they're giving up. Liquid have realized this round is a little too far out of their grasp. They have no kits here. Money is in a pretty woeful position. This is where Navi start to really look themselves at this point. They're really carrying the momentum forward. Their long spawns are working out for them. They're getting the bomb down consistently, and they're winning 1-on-4s.
Yes, they are. And we'll see how many rounds they can rack up off the back of that. This will be the third. Obviously, the second off the back of it. 3 in total, to be specific. Ooh, he's actually catching a glimpse of the ankles. It's a very... Ooh, maybe gets one. There we are. Flamey will fall. And so Elige collecting his second, but more importantly, maintaining that AWPing presence. They'll be throwing that over to Stewie or Naf, depending on who's got a tingle in the dingle for it. Looks like it will be Stu. So round 10 of our first map. Second quarterfinal here in Katowice.
What a quarterfinal is, Alex.
We're only nine rounds in.
Oh my God. Round 10. Liquid need to pick themselves up, dust themselves off. We've got Stewie 2K with the AWP. The AK saved as well, but they will not be fully investing here. Remember, this is still okay. We noticed it's been more of a T-sided affair at Katowice recently, and we'll see whether they can start to stabilize at this point. Anyway, boost towards middle. Actually looks very promising here for Nitro. Oh, he falls off. No! Oh, no! Things are not working out for Liquid in the last few rounds here. That was a freebie by the looks of things. He drops off, and that's the kill, not landing in their favor, but Twist has given them the man advantage.
What's the response? They'll be boosting Stewie into the site. He'll be able to hold that long line. Twist, if he continues this extension, he just walks into the flamey crosshair, and now they go. Stewie does catch him on the jiggle. That's simple gone. A crucial component removed, but Perfecto still stands, and he's going for the double. Balls of Steel takes the fight and changes the whole game. Instead of going long, they're starting to scarp. A bomb on the back of Flamey. He's got loads of time, and it looks like he's going for the safe cross, but Stewie, he's... Oh, wait, he's going to crouch. Watch him look at the floor. Everyone does it. Everyone does it. Oh, it's a hard shot. Misses, and they've worked it out. They know where he's off to. Great
awareness from Stewie. He certainly can clutch these rounds as well, but this position looks like it might force him. It's going to be Stewie 2K going down. Brilliant round there from Perfecto. 3 kills in total. He seems to be getting better and better, this kid, as Navi pulled the round back. Remember, it wasn't a full investment there from Liquid. They saved the AWP, the AK-47. They make it a very competitive round, but Perfecto just steals it away from them. Lovely work this, Krieg. Ducking and weaving, and then a very, very intelligent position here. Stewie has no real reason to check that one. Why would you? You assume they're making their way towards B after spotting that player in T-spawn.
Yeah, no fault of Stewie at that point. It's just Perfecto playing so damn well. The fact he goes for the second frag wins them that round. Simple was on long. Stewie had an AWP. It was all shaping up to be a very difficult round for Navi, but Perfecto digs them out of that ditch and secures the 6th. Full buy now, though, so Liquid fans can really peek their eyes towards the screens now. If you want to see a Liquid victory, this is one of their best shots in a while.
Round 11. And what's the adjustment here? We don't have the double AWP set up for the North Americans. Stewie 2K taking the AWP towards the A bomb site here. 3 players to prop up the long position at the very start. There's no long take here, though. More of a default mentality from Navi. Got Boomich Electronic waiting towards those mid doors. No presence towards middle. That has been an issue for a lot of teams recently. Shorter will be clear as well. Stewie 2K will be watching towards the long doors for now. He'll have to fall back to the car position eventually. Good shots from Elige, but only minimal damage inflicted.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of wood those doors are made out of, but I've never seen wood like that before.
Sturdy British oak, it looks like.
Okay, that makes sense. Conkers occasionally. Mix them in, makes them extra strong.
Well, Stewie knows they need a bit of intel here. You can see they've got a distinct lack of grenades overall. A couple of incendiaries left, couple of smokes, but only 1 kit. Needing an advantage here, and Twist is looking to find it. Does he commit? Does he push towards the long doors? Flamey seems to think he might do, and Boomich is down in spawn again. We've seen him do this a few times to great effect. Are they aware of it? Stewie doesn't seem to be. He's still watching towards shore.
How interesting. This could be something that Navi has considered a counter to the AWP hold on that short cross. Now aggressive. Oh, Perfecto pulling out his nades. You hate to see it, but it could have been Stabilized by Flamey. Instead, it's Electronic, but at what cost? 99 damage inflicted, and Twist has got the bomb. Boomich does get caught. They know where he is now, but biding his time in CT did pay off. Bomb loose. You could have a chance to retrieve it, but into the crosshairs of Twist. He could be walking. Spray's not there. Oh! Boomich hits the shot.
That's unreal.
6 HP between the two remaining. 12 seconds. He's charging towards the A site. Nitro has the M4. But look at Electronic's position. He's opted for the safer of the two.
That was insane. Twist is going to be kicking himself there. He played it to perfection, holding the bomb, waiting for him to commit towards Xbox. He sprays at the M4, and somehow the 180 from Boomich comes through. He will go down eventually. One-on-one now. And speaking of one, that's exactly the amount of health Electronic has. But he is towards the pit, and it's an absolutely awful plan for that position. He's just going to have to watch the ramp and hope for the best there. Needs a challenge. Takes Nitro down to 11. Incendiary. That could be enough. Does it land in the pit? It doesn't. Electronic makes it work, but it's Boomich that saves a round. That was incredible. Twists. He had it on a plate. It was done. The round was over. They were low. And he couldn't connect the dots there. And that's a couple of situations now, Alex, where it's just fallen apart at the very last moment on locked-in rounds.
You get to see it from Boomich's POV, I hope. Yeah, look at this reaction shot. He's piecing it together. The tracer fire's there. Resets it. And Twist just strafes into the aim.
That's demoralizing.
Cool as a cucumber, man. Boomich doesn't even blink. Straight out long this time. They have stacked CTs there, though. There's 4 of them there. Make it 3 as Boomich spraying wildly into the smoke. Khalid's using that smoke to his advantage, hoping Stewie can draw their fire and attention towards the pit. Mollies, bullets, everything being thrown towards those that remain. Tagging. No fragging. Missed shot from Elige. Stewie's gone as well. Should be Navi's round at that point. Just Nitro with his unarmored CZ75. And Navi. It has been a ridiculous correlation between a simple 1 versus 4 and a slew of rounds. What is that going to make it now in a row? This is going to be the 6th now. Just running away with it.
Yeah, when they get going, Navi, it's difficult to stop them. Nitro will be towards T-Spawn right now. We're going to see whether he can actually do anything with this. It's a 5-on-1. Not really sure what I can build up around this sort of narrative, but he'll just be discussing his team. You can see him chatting at least. That's the most important thing. If you look in the picture-in-picture there, he's talking to the teammates. They're talking about the next round. They do have money going forward, and of course, the maximum loss bonus. So that's going to be $3,400 on top of around $2,500 right now. Expect to see that double AWP setup come out again. They need to start getting their mojo back here. They need to maybe start presenting some Stewie 2K aggression, maybe get some kills going early on. Nitro removed as expected. That's Navi winning the half at this point, 8-4 here in the quarterfinals.
I've been digging through the stat sheet, Henry, and I've got quite a crazy one for you.
Go for it.
On Dust 2, Simple's clutch win percentage is 90.9%.
That's not bad.
10-1 coming into this.
I normally go for 95% myself, but 90 that's pretty good.
I mean, in comparison to his other maps, everything else sits around 50, 58, 63, 50%. But Dust 2, in 11 clutches, he won 10 of them.
Right. Well, you've seen the power he's got already. If that's anything to go by, yeah, I think he's pretty well versed in the clutch department on this map. There's the double AWP setup though. Nitro and Stewie this time. They have one of them towards the B windows, patrolling towards middle. We know that's been a main focal point for a lot of teams, just pushing through the AWP. Simple showing us how he can do that as well on the T side. Hasn't really been displaying it so far in this particular matchup. Towards short they go again. Stu 2K currently set on 9 frags, 9 deaths. Bomb down towards top of middle. Another default round here from Navi.
The sound of distant gunfire is all Liquid have to go on at this point in time. Now some utility is released. It's Boomich's smoke trying to get the CTs a little hot under the collar, but there's nothing behind it. Smoke at the mouth of the tunnels. Typically, you execute through that. You can see the responses rather tucking into the site. So Navi get thrown utility A, B, and they end up middle. At least the majority. Seems like 3 are starting to use these smokes to sneak. They're going contact through mid-B. This doesn't normally happen.
There's an AWP waiting on the other side, but it's not in a great position. If a flashbang comes through, this could be disastrous. It's Boomage, though, fully committing. So much action going down here. That's Twist towards the long doors. Nitro, if he hits one of these, he should be able to save the day. Lovely work. Win simple, and that should be enough. He finishes things off. He'll manage to get 3 kills in total towards the end of that round. Much better from Team Liquid. They break the streak after losing 6 in a row. It will be 8-5 now. Good adjustment, getting the AWP towards the window. That means that middle was actually fully covered, and I really thought Navi could have done more with that. They've actually snuck all the way out to B, undetected. No one was really watching it, and Boomage ran through the doors, and at that point, that's when the spacing kind of fell apart for them. They didn't really know whether to go in after that, throw some utility, went 1 by 1. Nitro just deals with them, no problem at all.
Yeah.
Long take.
Serious contrast between the two, and out long he gets. Perfecto tucked in on that blue bin, but it is going to be a rather passive hold for now from Team Liquid. Xbox smoke enables him to go unchecked towards short, and they'll do so loudly, so it's not a secret for Liquid, but pulling out his nades and caught out. Response is a whole lot of incendiaries, and Elige manages to finish off that dink onto Electronic, so a double kill gives the lead back to the North American squad. These are crucial rounds now towards the closing stages of our first half. T-side does too. Can't be surprised. I am, however, that Stewie's gone down. Elige as well.
Yeah, that was strange from Stewie. That's the kind of shot you would expect him to absolutely nail, right? Looked a little bit slow on that one. It was an awkward angle for sure, but in terms of that scenario, it felt like he had it. Either way, 3-on-2. Naf and Nitro here on the retake. They've got an incendiary, bow coming in from spawn. Got to deal with Simple first, though. He doesn't miss many, but there's a couple of bullets that don't quite connect.
Just staring at the floor. Drawing attention, drawing the clock, and it looks like Liquid are giving up. Or at least tucking in towards CT. That frag not going to change things for Nitro and Nav. Maybe they are. Communication is still bombs half gone. There's no reason not to give it a go. A boost perhaps. Checking Gandalf and exposed. It's enough for Simple. He knows where the last man is as well. Nitro trying for the jump shot. He's low HP. It could pay off. And Simple, what is this? Ballsy. He knows there's no time. And that will be another for Navi.
Trying to recover a Krieg before he goes. It's pretty smart from Nitro, but that's another round. It felt like they had the edge there. It all falls apart due to the individual greatness of Navi. Those one-on-one duels, that's where they really thrive. They've got an insane amount of talent within this roster. Same story for Liquid, but you can see it's not really connecting at the same level Navi is right now, and it's going to be the final round of this first half. And it's 9-5 overall. Money's pretty broken. They've got scouts, FAMASs, MP9s. That saved Krieg. If that's enough to save the day, we will see, because Nitro ran back to pick that up, upgraded from the M4. He's got to deal with 5 of them on the T side, to be fair, so we'll see what he can do.
I just got flashbacks to Simple trying to knife Nitro on this map. Stewie full blind and caught before he can tuck into pit. Twist with only a FAMAS and he's full flash. This is a massacre.
Look at the flash assist as well. There was like 6 or 7 flashes thrown over at that point. There was no chance then to even get towards the pit, let alone find some kills. And once more, Navi have all 5 towards long. They've got 2 opening picks. Should be no way they can lose this round, especially what they're up against here. 1 kit, 1 flash, 1 smoke. That's about it. What's the response here from the North Americans?
Maybe, just maybe that saved Krieg on Nitro could give them something. But yeah, hitting the pause button on this Navi T side. You can see 4 just lingering towards long. They have the control. They fought hard for it. 2 quick frags. And so now they wait, knowing that the clock still plentiful. Flash from Nitro. Could be perfectly timed. No one's playing anti-flash right now. Catches them all. Molly towards the site. What's his reaction? He wants to aggress. He wants the line of sight, but they're all going to peek him at the same time. 1, surely not a multi-kill. Found immediately after. Elige on somewhat of a flank. He's going to have to be precise. Electronic is so crispy today. That's his triple. Not much you can do with a scout 1v4 now on a retake, I'll be honest.
He'll give it his best shot. That's all he can do at this point. Lovely headshot there, but it is going to be 10-5 overall.
And this does look like a new... This was like a new page out of the Liquid strat book. Let's not forget, they opened up the roofs. B site can look different.
We haven't seen much of that. So for anyone who's not aware, you can now smoke through the skylights, these B tunnels towards the window and the door. Problem is, it's very telegraphed. So I don't think we'll see that, but it'll be interesting to see whether they've got anything up their sleeve. Here we go. Twist is going to be smoking, I'd assume, towards window, and the Molotov towards the platform here. They're going to commit this, and here we go. A lot of damage being done by Flamey, but here comes the throw.
Smoke towards the doors, and Stewie was anti-flash. It did catch Flamey, but he takes 1 before he goes down. Naf does not relent, but Electronic taps away at the first, keeping things level. And from behind, Simple to strike. That was the bomb carrier. Not going to be too much of a spanner in the works if they can find this frag now. Nitro's trying and dinking. Simple maybe kept honest for a moment longer. So much time, but they're in the sight.
Yes, they will try and get the bomb down at this point. Nitro is the bodyguard, and he's doing a very good job. At least the C4 now ticking. He knows he's got a dink towards Simple, and now converts it. 2 versus 1. This is down to Perfecto here. The new addition, he's had plenty of good clutches so far here at the tournament. Can he find yet another? 40 HP and a defuse kit available, but Liquid are playing this so well. I don't think there's an access point, and Elige confirms it there. That's the pistol round they needed. It didn't go to plan necessarily. They wanted to get the smoke down and have a clean entrance, but they had to fight back there. It was Nitro just patrolling towards tunnels, window, and door while his teammates are trying to get the bomb down, hitting the dinks, and managing to buy enough space just to get the bomb planted, and then very good crossfires there to close things out.
Yeah, I don't know if they get that bomb down when they did, if Nitro doesn't land that dink.
Yeah,
it kept Simple just cowering in the tunnels. He couldn't take the fight until his team were, engaging. Really threw them through. And early damage inflicted by Simple. He wants to try and find the second shot. He knows he's got one trap, but can crouch away. Safe and good moves from Elige. Deagle through the smoke, brings Stewie down low. Good grief. We talk about these second round force buys and inflicting early damage with the scouts. Well, take a look. 1 minute 35 still on the clock, and Liquid's health is shaken.
It's such a difficult round in CSGO. At this level, trying to fend off scouts and pistol combos, it's such a nightmare. My heart bleeds for the players that have to go into these sort of situations. And Team Liquid taking a strat out of the Navi playbook here, it seems, with 5 players out of the door. Simple, finally, knocked off his purge. He's at 46 HP, but still, he'll continue to look towards the pit, seeing if any heads will peek up. They're going to be flashing by the looks of things. And this is the same sort of thing we talked about before. They kind of had to commit towards long right now, especially against pistols. They are going to be probing the map. You know they're going to be trying to hunt for information here. So here comes the play. Another scout shot lands. That's snapped down to 10. This could fall apart very quickly for Liquid as they make their way towards the A side.
This is looking disastrous. Look at their health. They haven't even got up to the ramp. They're boosting over the smoke as well. Electronic, he's missing his shots. Who is this? Where is Electronic? Shots missed. A chance for Liquid. Into the site. Nitro is the healthy one. Not anymore. It's down to Twist, the only one whose heart's still beating functionally.
Well, this is where they can stabilize. The fact that Electronic doesn't connect that shot, they might even consider saving their weapons here, but they've known they've done so much damage. We will see it, the 5-on-4. They know how much damage has been inflicted. Have they got a kit? They do not. And it's just got a single flashbang. I think there's going to flash over and go for it here. Looks like Boomage to lead the charge, but Nitro have a good position. The low HP players all trying to keep their distance.
Elige could not have a better weapon for this job. He can just tap away, no issue.
I like the idea. They know they're low at that point, but once the bomb's planted, I would have said to save the Deagles and armor. Like, it was a great effort. It's unfortunate it doesn't work out like that, but there was never any way about it. Like a smoke kit combo that was going to work out for them, but still an impressive and exciting round.
Yeah.
Should have had a lot more, I think, but overall, it's a convincing one for Team Liquid there. The headline reads, they didn't drop a single player, regardless of the damage inflicted.
Yeah, the headline reads, that's a great way to summarize. A lot of damage done, but couldn't quite finish it off. But coming into round 18, we'll see if Team Liquid can continue to close this gap. They're bringing a whole lot of those Galils in. You said you were going to see more Galils, Henry. Well, there's 4 on the Liquid side right now.
Yeah, because it's just the perfect solution for these sort of rounds. When you know you're up against pistols and you don't want to give too much away, it's a nice, cheap investment. You don't have to spend too much. You can get out in the second round, and it's very powerful indeed. We'll see whether this is going to work for them. I dare say it will. They're only up against a Deagle armor and 1 scout, and you've got 35 bullets in that Galil, and let's see whether they can find another clean one here. Should be absolutely fine. Smoke down towards Xbox. We've got Flamey just looking for anyone jumping up or crossing over. So now they know the scout towards window. That's the Molotov we were looking for in that second round when Elige got 4. That was to flash him out. We didn't see that at all from Navi, but you'll see Liquid throw that pretty much every single round.
Yeah, and Navi opted for a flashbang, but the issue is that corner, it's so deep, you can play anti-flash while still holding the line. You still get that info. Molly, much safer. The spray from Elige squandered. That's a big pickup. Krieg now on the battlefield. They're going to be looking to retrieve it, but at what cost? They're playing this so well. The individuals from Navi are getting Liquid a little flustered. Smoke now to try and bail them out. They'll be able to jump onto Xbox unspotted. And starting to gather towards that short position. Flamey only has the scout. He is going to be the turret. Stewie's given the job to keep that flank under lock and key, and he's in a prime position to do this. Oh, the timing could punish him. No, perfect. That's Electronic gone. And speaking of perfect, Perfecto has got himself a rifle. No armor. but Stewie may not be expecting this. Has to be precise, missing the first, and now he can work with that information. They have the sight and likely the round.
Yeah, looking good for Liquid here. Stewie 2K reeling it in. He may go down here, but he's aware of the possibility of the push towards long, and there should be no problem. But what a shot that is from Simple. We can save a Krieg and like a low. It's not a nice, it's a nice little bundle taken to that next round. That's absolutely fine. But Liquid will be winning this one, and Simple starts to retreat towards T-spawn. His teammate Perfecto looking for some exit kills here. Like the Galil's fine, but they are going to be buying next round. So if he can find players hunting for him, he's willing to challenge them. The Krieg's a lot more valuable. You want to go stash that away.
Sash to stash.
Exactly.
And Nav on your screens. He was picking up that secondary AWP on the CT side, but he's been rather quiet ever since. 6 frags. He's had somewhat of a drought. Quarter-finalist at IEM Katowice 2019, and a year has passed. Looking to do one better, if not even more. See that shot. This is how you lost the Krieg early. Just a real nice shot. Admittedly, Elish did start to commit to that spray a little too much, perhaps. Could have just tapped away. But 8-10 the scoreline. It's round 19 of the first map here. This was Navi's pick. And after a great 10-5 half on their T side, excuse me, it's Liquid's turn to do the same. Into the smoke, Elish's bullets connect.
Oh, it's lovely from Elish. That preemptive shot towards the corner. Electronic didn't see it coming. 4 bullets connect to the chest, and down he goes. Dream start here for Liquid. They haven't committed absolutely everyone towards long. They can go back into a default here, wait for the reactive play, which Dust 2 is all about. If you lose real estate, especially something as prime as long, you're going to have to reclaim the upper B area. You push towards short. We can see Simple trying to get information now towards the short steps. Confirms that no one's there, trying to work out how he can sink his teeth into this round. Towards long, he'll focus. Players towards the pip. Stewie 2K with the AWP as well. And Simple waits for an opportunity.
This angle is designed to catch the AWPer to support the T push. Now the utility's being thrown. He's actually going to smoke on the site to play close. Still saying playing close. He's playing behind that molly. He's got as much cover as he could possibly hope for. Nitro wins out on that duel. He's expecting to see the boost, and now he's worked it out. That should mean the site's clear, and the bomb starts to go down, supported by Stewie. Not Elish. Flamey made sure of that.
3 on 3. Looking great for Liquid, though. This position towards the double doors. Perfecto doesn't check it. He's got no chance here. Free fire comes in. Naf with 2, though. That's the Galil in full force there, Alex. Don't down the potential of that weapon. It's very, very efficient in the right hands. 2 kills at close range in a full gun round here. Lovely work. And we're going to have Boomich retreat. We'll see whether he can do anything about this. Holding on to the Galil for now, though, and very well played from Liquid. It all started with the long take, not full commitment, just using the good spawn. Elish gets the opening frag, waiting for the reactions there, and making things very uncomfortable. Applying pressure from short and long. Flashes coming through, Molotovs on the side. Simple, trying to create space for the smoky drop, but just nice shots coming through from Team Liquid as they're 1 round away from tying this one up. Boomich will save the Galil. Money's okay on the Navi side. I think a timeout is required, which it is. A chance for Blade to bring his, quote, 2 pages of strategies. That's all he ever needs, apparently. Looks there's a few more there, if you ask me, but we'll see what he's got.
Yeah, I think that was per team. He whips out the AA4. And so Liquid...
You should get a folder. Maybe you get it, like, laminated, perhaps. It looks like it's a little bit scrappy over there.
You're right. I mean, when your whole career involves pieces of paper, you'd probably invest in maybe a ring binder, get one of those fancy ones, get your name on it or something.
Yeah, some stickers as well.
Stickers.
That'll make it look nice. But he's just gone for the tatty paper, which is fine. I respect it. It's old school.
It is. I mean, isn't Blade? You know, yeah. It's perfect. Someone bring up that Shredder image. Exactly. It's not Shredder. That's the name of the bad guy. Who's the rat?
Splinter.
Splinter. Oosh. Round 20. Let's get into this bad boy and see if we are going to be seeing Stewie 2K take this spawn. He's giving me the nod. He wants blood.
He's like, boys, I got the AWP, the best spawn you can get. If you jump over, it gives you like a couple of milliseconds quicker towards the long corner. You can see how quick he is towards that position. Surely they don't swing around now. Simple thinks better of it. He'll hold towards the car. Flash to go over from Boomich. Does he want to try and cross here? Get a challenge going? Either way, he's over. That's very well done.
And they even spotted Twist. Oh no, this round spirals so fast if Twist doesn't get out of here. He has to hit that shot. He doesn't.
What?
With an MP9, it looks like a sniper in his hands. And now 5 versus 3. 2 bodies drop from their overcommitment on long.
That's ridiculous. The MP9 is one of my favorite guns. That's unreal. So 5 on 3. It's up to Perfecto now to hold them off. He knows they're coming towards middle. Good flashbang. He'll be able to buy himself some time here. He has got Flamey at the back with the secondary AWP, but he does miss the shot. Molotov's landing his position. position. That's going to flush him out. He'll burn to a Cinder. And now Perfecto with the Galil. Can he make it do the things that Naf was doing as well? But still, they hold on. Simple from the back. And it will be 3 to survive at that point with the double AWP setup. Great try from Liquid there. But unfortunately, the B bomb site has been shut down.
It looked so good. Perfecto still, though, finding the multi-kills when he has to. This man is just unfazed. It's in Katowice quarterfinal and still shutting down Team Liquid. No slouch. Not at all.
Another
like,
CT timeout.
Is that a Navi one? Back-to-back Navi timeouts.
Do you think they watched our broadcast the other day and they're like, that Henry guy seems to be banging on the fact we don't call timeouts. This is the first time I've ever really seen them get stuck in. I think the quote was in the interviews, why don't you really do any interviews? And you do any timeouts during your games as well? Well, when Boomich forgets the strategy, that's when we need to bring Blade in. I was like, you're really approaching the coaching situation wrong there. He really is there to support you and bring new ideas.
He's not an online tutorial.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not a Wikipedia page.
It's like you really should be utilizing this guy's experience and the preparation he's done for you, and maybe the counter strat he's got in mind.
And for anyone that's just joined the broadcast out of curiosity or wanting to dig their teeth into Counter-Strike more, Blade, his story was of a team that couldn't do much throughout the year, but would spend the time leading up to the major with the preserved slot preparing and winning games, not necessarily through the raw skill. He didn't have the world's best players, but he could coordinate them in a way that it made it work. Now in the coaching position, he's got all the tools to make this one hurt. Simple does too, though. He's got his signature weapon, and he's already found one. A second into the wrists of Stewie2K. And just like that, 2 rounds in a row, they lose 2 frags in the opening 10 seconds.
On the big stage, Simple always seems to deliver. 2 brilliant shots head towards Long. He doesn't miss a beat. 5 on 3. A few smokes remaining, and they'll limp back over towards the B side of the map here. Liquid, their best chance is to smoke in front of the B tunnels here. Try and bait out some utility, flash through. They no longer have a sniper available to them, but Flamey certainly does. He's waiting on the platform here. 1 kill and fall back. That's his only objective. We'll see if he can land the first shot. He does, but it's a clip towards Nitro. Decent grenade here. Liquid do have a chance, but Perfecto's there with the flashbang and M4 combo. Bomb goes down.
They've been held back. They can't commit off of it, and now they're just letting him peek the shot. Another one connects. Flamey still living. And Twist is catching nades and bullets, this time to the dome. 12 for Navi secured. That is 2 timeouts and the first 2 rounds for Navi. There's a real correlation starting to brew.
Real arguments to be made that the timeouts could be useful. That's something they've seemed to be picking up as the tournament goes on. This was brilliant from Simple. Like, Stewie2K gets to be gutted at that one. Just wanted to get the Molotov out. Just wanted to flush him out. Just push him back. Didn't even want the kill. But didn't want to be anything to do with the duel.
Utility, man. Let me start my round.
And he gets taken out, shot in the wrist. And we'll see pretty much a full eco here. Objective, get the bomb down. So when you buy this sort of utility, 2 smokes, 4 flashes, you're just going to be trying to get the C4 plant to get the extra money going forward.
It's going to be similar smokes. Let's look at Naf's lineup.
This will be window and towards door. They'll flash over. From what I've heard, the flashes through the top of the skylights aren't great, so they'll be flashing through towards the bomb site and just trying to get a bomb down here. There is a chance with the AWP. Usually defending this B site, they could overwhelm it, but I think Perfecto's there right now. And he'll have the M4 on the platform. Flamey rotates into the back of the site, waiting for their cue, and here it comes.
Yeah, smoke's flying in. That should lock them out of the doors, but are they locked in with Perfecto? It does seem to be the case. Triple kill from Perfecto. Makes it the quad. Give him the ace, lads. Electronic's a thief. But we still see 13 on the board for Navi. My goodness. Liquid, that's pretty much the last one they're going to give away for free. Closing in to that magic number. Navi, 3 rounds on the trot, the first 3 on their defense, and this was just a nice and easy one for Perfecto. Building the confidence and padding the stats.
That's what you want, though. He hasn't been on the big stage many times here, Alex, and he wants to get warmed up and start feeling himself. Those sort of rounds, that's where he can really thrive. That's where he can start swelling in confidence and showing us what he's made of on this big stage, because he's had his moments here for sure. He hasn't been blowing us away in terms of stats, but the clutches he's been winning, the games he's been closing out, he certainly has been instrumental to their success. And so far, so good for him. Those 4 kills does take him up to 2nd place on the scoreboard with 15 and 11. We'll see Simple at the very top, though, of 18. Getting into that next round. There was a timeout called by Liquid this time. They've gone for the Galil, 3 AK-47s, a single Krieg in the hands of Stewie2K. No sniper is the main note up against a double AWP setup of Navi here.
Well, honestly, it feels like a quad AWP setup considering the Kriegs they've managed to scavenge away as well.
That's
Electronic.
Very good point. 2 Kriegs and an AK.
That's brutal. There's a few players that can take that fight. AK versus Krieg. Even Galil versus Krieg, that'll be a tough one for Nitro. Let's see how it transpires. Big round. Pins pulled. Nicely played from Simple to avoid and maintain his hold towards the doors. Short access for the three of them, but I'm keeping my eye on Nitro. It does look like this is going to be a bit of a bait and switch.
This is going to be the A execution with smokes, I'd imagine, then falling back to the B split. That with the bomb's position right now, that makes a lot of sense to me. Oh, a sick little boost there for Simple.
Oh my goodness, it might pay off as well. Stewie's going to put his fist into the desk if he gets caught by this one. Nice smoke. Does force them to relocate, and now the bomb is starting to move as our Team Liquid. Keep your eyes on the components of the defense. It's Perfecto and Flamey to hold. Same position as before. Will they fall for the same trick? Flamey, is he going aggressive ahead of the smoke perhaps? No, doesn't have a gap to exploit.
So they're going for the B execution again. They're lining up smokes in the tunnels, and they're going to be making their way through any second now. Flamey and Perfecto have been brilliant on this side of the map, and he knows it's coming. Flamey ready and waiting. Can he nail the first shot? He's completely blind, and down he goes.
Perfect flashbang. He couldn't contest. Perfecto has a chance, though. The bullets aren't quite there enough, and he does. Just one onto Nitro. Naf was brought low as well. Could make the retake a realistic goal. Boomich through T-spawn. Electronic and Simple gathering their resources towards CT, and now it's a decision. 3 kits, there's no issue there, just the single flashbang.
They have the money to justify it. It would be a great round to pick up. It would completely shut down Liquid if they can make this one work. But notoriously, one of the most difficult bomb sites in CSGO to retake once the bomb's down, especially in an even situation. They have a single flash to make this work. We're over the halfway mark now. Simple getting ready for the flash. Once it goes in, that's their cue, and I think they're thinking better of it. It wasn't going to work out for them. You'd be throwing away that T weaponry. 2 creeps and an AK. You can't buy it on the CT side. You might as well keep it and keep this nice lead you've got already.
Yeah, makes a whole lot of sense when you put it like that, and they'll be saving in the corner. Don't have to exit, fortunately. Otherwise, they'd have been caught by the crossfires set up. Boomich was lingering outside tunnels and already found one with it. Liquid bouncing back after the 3 on a trot from Navi. And it ended on B. I think that's going to be something now that we'll see some mind games starting to show their head here on Dust 2. Will they, won't they? Maybe trying to catch and exploit some CTs pushing for info to solve that mystery earlier than last time.
Well, Liquid know more than anyone that the B bomb site has its vulnerabilities. We'll get into that later. The round's kicking off here. The Scout's connecting. Electronic and Flamey getting absolutely wrecked by the Scout there, but Twist will go down to the Krieg. That's Electronic from the bottom of middle, finding Twist there at the very start of the round. You don't see that too often. Boomich, though, ready and waiting once again to be challenged. Remember, he's got that AK-47 and pump out a lot of damage here. Will they check the same position? Apparently not. Look at it, spray them down. It's the in-game leader of Navi that goes absolutely wild. And that could be enough here. The money was broken after the couple of exit kills they found in the previous round. This will be a clean sweep, and this could be enough to close out the map.
Big from Boomich. Elige thrust into a 1 versus 5 to stave off the 14th for Navi, map 1 of this quarterfinal. He's done some amazing things, but I think this one just impossible. He's going to walk into Simple's. Oh, he misses. And now Elige gets another chance. Another bite of the cherry. This time, Simple connects. And so, Navi closing that gap again. 2 rounds before they can put the first under their belt.
Second stage loss bonus. You're 14-10 down. For those that are not aware, that means you get $1,900 into the next round from 0. Here's the replay of Boomich, and it's such an amazing sequence here. They're ready. They're coming in pre-firing him, and he's so cool under pressure there. Brilliant stuff. And surely the tactical timeout's going to be called their third. And this is pick your poison time. You either fully invest now, and you're going to try and bring the game back from the dead, or you allow them to get to 15, which is map point, and then you're going to try and get 5 in a row at that point on the T side. Like we said, it seems to be a T side, a momentum-based map right now. If they can do that, they can start to find some rounds in the following one. There is a world they can find 5. But giving up map point at this stage, it's such a bitter pill to swallow. And I think that's the way they're going. They go from Desert Eagle, no armor. They've got a couple of smokes. Like, absolutely fine. It's ambitious, but we'll see what they can make of it, Alex.
Oh, okay, so playing for essentially overtime. Of course, going to try and get that bomb down. Of course, trying to win the round, but odds stacked against them. Looks like Simple wants to actually take a bit of an earlier fight this time. He's going to be rivaling them on short and get that first and full back. Spots the shadow and immediately thinks better of it. You can see his reaction. He knows he could get overwhelmed by those sidearms, and so instead, He falls back to a much more beneficial angle. He'll be flashing for Electronic once he has the contact. Flamey has the opportunity to lock them in here on short. So no issues for Navi if the shots connect, and they certainly do for Electronic. They're all doing the flashbang dance, and ooh, Simple takes 2 swift headshots. That's mad. That's like he's warming up in aimbots. But this is a quarterfinal. 15-10. 1 round remains in this Navi campaign.
This is the pick of Navi. Guess we should bear that in mind.
Look at those.
Mirage coming up next, but Navi look pretty decent on that map this tournament as well. Looking individually amazing at this stage. Could be the final round of the map. He took the eco to get them to this point. No bomb planted, but enough for 5 rifles, 2 of which are Kriegs. Stewie. That's in with death there at this point. Hoping to spot any CTs crossing over. Jumps down. Very default setup from the T's. Boosted in lower, looking towards a pusher short. And this boost we've seen time and time again. Made popular back in the day by Norwegians of America. Way back in the day on Dust 2.
Norwegians of America.
Yeah. It was also called a 4 Kings boost for the real old school guys out there.
Yeah, they had some good players on that roster.
They did.
Like Henry G, was it?
That was not the iconic 4 Kings roster, but he wasn't there at one point, yeah.
See what Stewie has up his sleeves. He's going to be presenting, and just easy peasy. Does mean that they know 2 CTs are middle, though. They're going to try and piece this puzzle back together again, or punish them as they retreat, but instead it looks like Liquid are the ones to be punished. 4 versus 5, the advantage for Navi, and already you can see Team Liquid, they have 0 map control. There is no info long. They don't know if there's a CT tucked in, aggressive on that. And with 40 seconds left, I'm getting the sneaking suspicion that this could be the last round of play here on Dust 2. To change my mind is Twists and Naf. They start to move towards long and have managed to at least clear out that closed door. 28 though, Henry. There's AWPs in play. What are they going to do?
Double smoke crossover and hope for the best. Bit of pressure from short. It's not ideal. There's no real 6 strategy they can deploy here. They're going to try and show presence from short, make their way towards long, and it's actually working out. They have no idea.
How do they get away with it? 10 seconds. Where is that bomb? It's Twist and it's on the site. They've done it. Team Liquid, it looked...
No one is watching long.
Awkward.
That's just Navi dropping the ball, I'm afraid. They've got a man advantage, and 1 player threw a Molotov from short, and 3 players started watching that position. They just forgot long was even a thing. Which is odd, but Liquid will take it all day long, yeah, trust me.
It doesn't feel like it should be the analysis, but unfortunately, that is the only explanation. Naf just can tap away at Simple. We were watching it from his POV. Yeah. He had no idea.
Yeah, just a lapse of concentration there, I think. Like the communication maybe a bit off. They assumed they had it covered, but everyone was getting ready to celebrate, close the game out. It felt that way. Opening pick. Time was absolutely still, even after getting those amazing kills in the back, the bomb was on 6 seconds when it was going down. Suggests if they had been looking that the bomb wasn't even possible.
God, no. Gorgeous stage. Wow. First time I've got to see those flames on the screen.
Yeah.
And I love the wedge of VS in the center. You'll see that rise and fall in between the matches. Wow, I'm going to keep that in mind, what we just witnessed. Let's see that again from Naf. You can see nobody looking. Tap, tap, tap. He even catches a glimpse of the shoulder of... No, Electronic still hadn't started firing.
The Molotov makes things more awkward for them, but it doesn't justify why there's 0 eyes towards long whatsoever. Right? Anyone from CD Spawn is face-checking it. Either way. We'll see the full buy come in on the CT side. AWP back in hands of Simple and have a chance to close things out, but we said they needed 5 in a row. This is a much stronger buy now. They have the AWP in hands of Stewie, or the grenades. Didn't have that before.
That's a very good point. Bolstered by a round stolen from Navi. It's time to see if they can continue the spree. A flash and a Molotov invested to gain control of short. It's theirs. Naf trying to deal with Boomich. And Simple has connected onto Stewie. I'm not sure if that was the boost we saw earlier, but it did look like there was 2 players invested to take that fight.
Well, it's worked out for the initial kill. Removing the sniper potential of Team Liquid. Alige, he edges out towards middle, watching towards the window right now, waiting for any mistakes to be made. He could just hold this van position now. It's a very powerful one, but the flashbang gets in, but He handles it well. Doesn't make any sound cues here, and Simple on the other side of the smoke. They're going to try and split towards B.
One shot connecting. No! You can't do that! Ridiculous! He's showboating. 2 versus 3. Bake it 3 now. Elige securing it, and he's going to have to do it all, though. 19 seconds. Simple could very well have just done it and won the round. Boomich is holding the cross, and he secures it. 16-11 will be the Dust 2 scoreline. Navi take their map pick.